The Cyburst Link Structure deck was released on November 3rd, 2017. While relatively unremarkable, this deck did contain one very important Link monster in Trigate Wizard. Additionally, a new ban list was released on November 6th, 2017. Blackwing, Gofu the Vague Shadow, Spiral Gear Drone, Spiral Quick Fix, and Set Rotation were all now limited to 1 copy each. Yup, that's it.
In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh's past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
By now it should be sinking in just how dominant Spiral was. We've of course shown off its power in the mirror, but the mirror doesn't give a very good understanding of how much better this deck was than its peers. Truly, the mirror is most of what you could expect to see at a tournament, but it wasn't everything. We want to show off just how good this deck was at beating others. That's why I'm rolling up for the 3rd time with Pendulum Magician. Truth be told, I'm getting pretty tired of piloting this deck, but I keep walking away with W's, so we'll do it again. Pendulum Magician was one of the only things that had any game against Spiral, and the reasons are pretty complicated. Firstly, Pendulum Call kind of screws up how hard Sleeper is allowed to go, and ensures that you always have access to scales, even in a world where your opponent has already made a board. Secondly, this is one of those decks that has the capacity to rip a couple of cards out of the opponent's hand. If you're going first, you can Omega twice, and maybe even get a 3rd activation with something like a Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. The truth of the matter is, Spiral was exceptionally adept when going second, but had a little bit of a rougher time going first without the ability to consistently know what they were hitting off of something like Tough. And finally, one of the benefits of playing during a Tier 0 format is you can almost ensure you know what your opponent is going to be playing. As a result, the deck is functionally pre-boarded for Spiral, playing cards like Psyframe Gear Gamma and Driver in the main as a mechanism by which you can interact with them even before they're able to get off to the races. Gamma, of course, was particularly good against Spiral because it prevented the Double Helix from resolving at all, rather than Ghost Ogre, which would just add it to your hand. In the board, we've got material for some of the most ridiculous matchups ever. Psyblocker declares card names and prevents your opponent from using cards with those names. Epsilon is a trap negate. Cosmic Cyclone, Pendulum Storm, and Wavering Eyes are in here for a reason I'm sure you all can expect. And Solemn Scolding is a great option for going first in case you want to ensure that your opponent's boarded techs aren't able to ruin your day. Not too much to talk about except for a couple of cards in the extra. Akashic Magician has just been released, and not only is a reason why you need to play around zones at all times, it also enables some pretty funny things, returning a monster to the hand and then allowing you to pendulum summon it back out. And Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom is a card that, while powerful now, will get a lot more powerful later as this transitions from a deck that is powerful and puts up points of interaction to a deck that doesn't aim to interact with their opponent at all. For now, I'll run through the cards again. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring and Maxi are pretty mandatory during this period. Blackfang Magician, when destroyed, allows you to target a Dark Spellcaster type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Double Iris allows you to get a Pendulum Graph from your deck to your hand. Harmonizing Magician summons a Magician on Pendulum Summon. Oath Dragon Magician takes monsters from your face up extra and puts them back into your hand. Pendulum Sorcerer allows you to pop cards you control even on your first turn without the battle phase, which allows you to proc Double Iris Magician. Perform Pal Skullcrobat Joker is still legal. 3 Psyframe Gear Gamma and 1 Driver. 3 Purple Poison Magician, which pops a face-up card. White Wing Magician, which is a tuner. 3 Wisdom Eye Magician. Duelist Alliance, Pendulum Call, Pot of Desires, Star Pendulum Graph, and Time Pendulum Graph is still exceptionally strong during this period. Hoping this is enough to take down Alex, but realistically, Spiral was just so comprehensive during this period, I'll be lucky to snag a game.
You guys thought Spiral was hit just because we have 4 hits on the ban list? Absolutely not. Yeah, we hit Quick Fix, we hit Gofu, we hit Drone. I think there's another card too that I'm forgetting. But in any case, this deck went nowhere and continued to be the best deck of the format post-hit, right? It's an awkward situation to be in because if you're Konami, it's like, well, we can hit these cards, but they kind of go against our bottom line, so what are you really going to do? One thing that's interesting, though, is how this deck evolves, because you've seen sort of in the past episodes what this deck was capable of doing. Now it transitions into a completely different model where it actually blinds second, and that may sound strange, but the reason is now that we have, only 1 Quick Fix, only 1 Drone, a card like Spiral Tough is actually good for taking taking their place because it still allows you to see the top card. It actually allows you to pop cards, which is nice, and effectively allows you to get another monster on the field, which then you can go into double agent, or excuse me, double helix. And by going into double helix, as long as you can resolve double helix, you have an OTK essentially. And so that sort of gave people the idea that, what if we just play a bunch of hand traps, stop them when they go first, and then when we go, we just OTK them and the games end really quickly. So that was the theory, and going second Spiral was born. So let's do the card by card. Hopefully we're going to show off just how good this deck was. This may have not been the going second variant necessarily, considering we are still on like Utility Wire, and I think double summon's probably fine, but Utility Wire is like still a weird one, even if you do want to go second. But Tough is kind of bad when you go first because you can't target anything on your opponent's field because they don't have any cards, right? So we have Triple Ash, Triple Ogre, and Double Droll, and then Gofu, of course, and Max C. For the Spirals, only one Drone, one Last Resort, one Master Plan, one Quick Fix, one Sleeper, and then Triple Agent and Triple Tough. For spells, we have Triple Double Summon, a Foolish, a 1-for-1, a Rhoda, a Soul Charge, Double Big Red, Triple Resort, Triple Terraforming, one Upstart, and then for the traps, just Utility Wire and 2 Rescue. The nice thing is that these are searchable, but again, if you're going second, it is kind of awkward. I do kind of like the Double Rescue here because Master Plan could potentially search another one, and even so, it's a pitch for Quick Fix that allows you to just get another summon on the field. It's a fine card. People also figured out too with Rescue that, especially once you're playing Tough, what's nice is that the on-field effect of Rescue is actually quite potent. You sort of saw this in the previous episode, I believe, where Joseph actually was able to continuously bring back like Sleeper and other cards. If you just recycle Tough and Agent over and over again, then you're putting a lot of pressure on your opponent because you're able to pop 2 cards a turn just from these, and at any point, if you threaten a double helix, like, it's just game over. So keeping Rescue up if your board gets outed is actually not bad. The extras got Dolahan, we have a Baguska and a Princess Sprite, and then we have a bunch of links like Borolo, Double Decode, Double Firewall, Gaia Saber, Ib, Proxy Dragon, Triple Helix, and a Tri-Gate Wizard. What I like about this is that we're playing Double Decode because if they are able to stop one of your OTK pushes, having the second Decode allows you to do it a second time, where typically you wouldn't be in the range to be able to deal that much damage because most decks are only playing a single Decode. So I do like the second one. And then for the side deck, Ghost Reaper's in here for the mirror match. I mean, you could just you just rip Double Helix out of your opponent's extra deck, the whole deck kind of falls apart. We have Dark Hole and Raigeki and Twin Twister for going second. Evenly matches in here as well. Haven't really seen this at all in history of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I imagine that'll change eventually. And then for going first, we have Dimensional Barrier and Solemn Strike. What's nice is that even if your opponent knows you're playing a Go Second Spiral deck, which became the standard over time, there's not really a lot they can do about it because even if they make you go first and you make the read that they're going to make you go first, you bring in some going first cards, and then you're still most likely able to set up Sleeper, which Sleeper is a house of a card to deal with, regardless of if you can't kill your opponent. So at the end of the day, like, it shows just how superior this deck was compared to the other decks of the format because it was so proficient either going first or going second and was really able to adapt to whatever hits are getting thrown at it from the Banlist perspective. Yeah, it's truly a testament to how powerful this deck was even after suffering numerous hits on a Banlist. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see how this one goes. Let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. 4 more years, 4 more years, 4 more years. Spiral's never coming to an end, Joseph. It's not going anywhere. You don't think a Banlist is going to take this deck down? Oh, you would be mistaken, my friend.
Yeah, you know, just nothing to say other than Konami is really good at balancing their game, and I'm sure that we will enjoy a really healthy back and forth this time. I mean, I'm playing the best deck from just one format before Spiral. It's gotta be good.
Clearly. It's gotta be a funny conundrum Konami gets put in these situations, right? You release these cards that make your format unplayable, but you can't hit the deck because then that indirectly, like, affects sales of the product potentially, which I don't even know how much that's really true. I think people would still fucking buy everything, but whatever. Yeah. In any case, I will roll the die. Shout out the patron, Snekemies. Thank you for the support. Apologies if I butchered the name. You got the hand up, my friend?
I do.
I rolled a 3. The number of Quick Fix I can no longer machine dupe because it's at 1.
I threw up a 2, the number of scales I need.
Okay, well, what are you doing, my friend?
Jeez. I mean, I'm meant to go first.
You are meant to go first,
it's just,
yes.
I really don't want to allow you to go second, is the thing.
But you don't know what I'm playing, Joseph. You don't know what I'm...
Oh, yes, I do.
You don't know what I'm...
Oh,
no,
yes,
you don't.
I do.
You don't know what I'm playing,
I
okay?
literally
You don't know what I'm playing.
I wouldn't... if I went to a tournament, I would know what you were playing.
That's probably true.
All right, well, this has worked so well every other time. Desires.
I'm sure people are ready for this again. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
How's the banished pile looking?
Ooh, wow. I mean, it's not good. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But it could be worse. That's what I'll say. It could be worse.
All right. We need to extend the Pot of Desires montage for the end of the year montage.
Yeah, tell me about it. We are going to activate the Purple Poison Magician and the Double Iris Magician.
That's scales.
Do you have anything here?
Nope.
All right, we will normal summon Performapal Skullcrabat Joker and activate the effect. All right, we will grab Harmonizing Magician.
Sure.
We will perform a Pendulum Summon.
Feel free.
1, 2. That's the Pendulum Summon. All right,
Okay.
we're going to go Harm 1, Pendysork 2. We're going to pop
Fine.
this bad boy. We are going to summon... I am going to summon Black Fang Magician here.
Okay.
And then we will independently trigger the effect of the Double Iris. We will grab a Star Pendulum Graph.
Or are you adding off that Pensork, sir?
Oh, this guy.
Sure.
Thank you. I'd almost forgotten. All right, what the hell do we want to do here?
I mean, I'd be happy with you not having Joker in hand, to be perfectly honest. But
yeah.
I also don't want to, misrepresent the game state. We'd never do that in this series.
I was going to say, I'd love to misrepresent the game state. Did you see the last game state where I was like, oh, yeah, Wisdom Eye. Gotcha. All right, Star Pendulum Graph.
Sure.
Synchro Summon, my most powerful monster, the Psy-Frame Lord Omega. Put him
He's
in
here.
All right, we'll trigger Star Pendulum Graph here. I don't know, Oath Dragon. He seems like the play. Let's go activate Oath Dragon, and we will grab back the Harmonizing.
Sure.
And then we will activate Psy-Frame Lord Omega.
I don't know if this is right here. We'll see.
You got something? You got something?
I have Ogre for the Omega.
Ooh,
yeah.
Well, in my, I feel as if the Omega did still trade for the...
It did trade for a card, yeah. I'd just rather not deal with the Omega, if I'm being honest.
That makes sense. All right, well, let's see you deal with this asshole. I overlay for Baguska.
To be fair, Ogre wasn't doing anything to this card regardless.
Well, if you wait till my standby phase, maybe it would. All right, that's all I got. I mean, I feel pretty good about this. Go ahead.
Okay. We'll draw. Wow, that card's kind of weird. Main 1.
Yeah.
Can we deal with Senor Baguska? Funny enough, maybe if we had one other card in our extra deck, we might be able to. But looking at what we got, I don't know if it's possible. Yeah, whatever. Gofu. Thankfully, this still works.
I mean, he shows up.
I mean, he shows... Oh, he doesn't get the tokens. I thought that's all one effect. Never mind. Okay, this is terrible. Yeah, Baguska's good. Imagine reading cards. Who would have thought?
Could not be me.
This sucks,
Literally
then.
could not be me.
Could not be me at all. I might be getting to pass it back to you, but that seems like a terrible idea. Maybe I'm summoning that Gofu anyway. We'll go Resort. Activate Resort. What do we want? The problem is all of these cards activate on the field.
Ain't that a stinker?
Is indeed. Man, how the fuck did we out this back in the day?
Pre-imperm. Yeah, things are a little dicey.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab myself a tough. Thankfully, Baguska's occupying your zone, so I feel like slightly safe because of that. Not that you can't do something about that. I think I'm just going to set one and pass. And then end phase Resort.
Yeah. I'll save you a step here. You can leave that in the grave.
Sure.
We'll go Time Pendulum Graph here. We're going to target back row and Purple Poison. And then we're going to go Purple Poison... Star Pendulum Graph. We're gonna grab Dubs. Can we actually grab Wiz here? You can add a Magician. Ooh, we'll grab Wiz instead.
Sure.
Dubs to the top, and we'll shuffle that bad boy. All right, draw for turn. Oh,
yep.
Perfect. Standby, we'll detach Scully. Main, let's scale Wisdom Eye.
I think I'm just dead here.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Oath, grab Black Fang.
You got plenty of guys in hand to just special summon and attack.
Wiz for Dubs.
Yep.
Switch this guy to attack. Normal Skullcrabat Joker. We'll grab Wiz.
And you just pen summon a million here, yo.
Are you ready?
Let's see it.
PS 1, 2, 3. You do what
great.
you gotta do, and I believe this is lethal.
That's game. Yep,
Ooh.
that's lethal. Yeah,
All right.
Baguska, baby. Well, you know, so much for any gameplay in our first game post Tier 0 format.
I played the game.
You did get to play. I activated 2 cards. That technically counts as playing, right? So counterintuitively, even though this is go second spiral, I'm actually going to go first.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay.
Seems pretty good. Main one. We'll go resort.
Go off, King.
Resort effect. Who we grabbing? I actually have I have a lot of cool ways I can do this. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab... I don't think it really matters in all honesty. I'll just get agent. That's fine. You know what? I'm gonna get tough, actually. We're gonna go 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Well, 1 for 1 for good old quick fix. I'll go quick fix effect. We'll get drone. Go ahead and normal ourselves the drone here. Let's see what we're looking at. Ooh, those are pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna give you that, and I'm gonna give you that. And I guess we will try for the effect.
Try.
Well, see, I thought you might have had Gamma, which is why I wasn't sure if that was going to resolve, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go master plan effect. We're going to grab rescue. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of here. Go for decode, master plan effect. I'll get a resort. I'll get a sleeper. Thinking if I want to go like any further, if I just want to make like the standard end board. I think this is fine. I'll fire another resort. We'll get last resort.
Yeah.
This is just standard stuff. We'll go banish 1. Probably don't need master plan anymore. 2. And kind of want some of these, unfortunately. Guess I'll get rid of the tough. Go sleeper.
Yep.
Last resort.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to big red the double helix.
Jesus Christ.
And then set 3 pass.
Oh, come on.
Have fun.
All right, if you show me the dimension barrier, I will just concede.
I do not have it, so you do have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I do have to resolve last resort here, or regular resort.
Oh, yeah. Oh, darn.
I'm going to shuffle back. I don't really have any cards in my hand, so I should probably get rid of this quick fix in all honesty. But I'll get rid of the drone. I think I could actually use quick fix.
This is a
Go
weird
ahead.
one. What the fuck are you boarding? Probably like solemns. Just gonna make a big ass pendulum summon. You're gonna solemn it. Let's start with Scully. You got anything here?
Nothing on Scully. He's fine.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get dubs.
Sure.
We're gonna activate dubs. We're gonna go dubs. Target perform pal skull Crobat Joker.
To be able to double any battle damage that he does. That is perfectly fine.
Great. We'll go dubs here to search. Let's grab, man, I don't know. I'm really supposed to grab Time Pendulum Graph here, but I just don't think I'm getting that far. We're going to grab Star Pendulum Graph, and then I'm going to try to activate it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Scale Oath Dragon Magician. Scale Wisdom Eye Magician.
I'm going to... Got 3 in hand still. This Joker's just chilling. I'm going to go Sleeper on both of your scales. Do you have a response?
I don't.
I'm going to chain Utility Wire to put Pendulum Graph on top of your deck.
Sure. Pend Call.
That's pretty good. You did have the Gamma. Okay.
You knew I had the Gamma! You added it to... Oh, my God. I'm done with you. Oh, Lord. All right, we are going to get Purple Poison and Black Fang.
Sure.
And then we're going to scale those two. Actually, I'm going to read Pendulum Call. You cannot activate this card if you activated a Magician Monster's Pendulum effect this turn.
Oh, which you did, because you activated Double Iris.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just wind that back real quick. All right. What do we do from here? We hit that Admit Defeat button. Oh, man. Well,
this is so fun, isn't it? How did we play during this time? Oh, my God.
that is you. What a joy Yu-Gi-Oh is during this period.
Yeah, it's so fun, so fun.
How wonderful.
All right. You're going first.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad for me.
Okay. You know, I think you're gonna be fine. Let's begin with Purple Poison.
Sure.
Alliance.
Okay. I don't think we've seen this card yet. Or if we have, I don't remember.
Okay, so I can add a Pendulum Monster or a Pendulum Spell Trap. So
Correct.
we can grab the Pendulum Call.
You can.
And then we can activate it.
That you can.
We will send Driver to the graveyard.
Excellent.
We will
2 out of 3 games, you see him.
Well, last game he was the draw. I can't be that mad. Wisdom Eye sounds really very bad.
With Pendulum Call active. I would agree.
Is there a better way to do this turn? Ugh, you know there isn't. There really is not. Let's grab Black Fang.
Mm-hmm.
Let's grab White Wing.
I'm in.
Scale Black Fang.
Who we pending?
3. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, while I want to use the Pendysork to pop the double iris, we
You can't.
did not have access to it this game.
Yep.
I guess we could have gotten it off the P call, but then he can't destroy anything.
Hear me out. You can pop the White Wing.
I could have gotten double iris, scaled Magician, pended the double iris, and popped it on field with Pendysork, and then I would have ended on nothing.
I like that.
Yeah, so instead, let's go Pendysork CL2, harmonizing CL1.
Sure.
And will Pendysork target himself? Does that work?
Is he allowed to?
I know.
Up to 2 cards you control.
I just
yeah.
assumed that he wasn't. Okay.
This card's also broken. We forget.
Yeah, of course. And we'll grab, oh, who cares what we grab here? Oh, double iris. And then we can pop the double iris. Does that actually work? It does. Ooh. Pendysork doesn't have to target. I have the big brain play in that case.
Oh, are you going to rearrange your chain links here? Okay.
Does this actually do what I want? Because harmonizing can only...
Now, Pensork has to target.
Pensork does have to target? Yeah, it does. Okay.
It says you can target,
We'll just leave it the way it was. We just don't know. I was like, oh, man, that's like the coolest play ever.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
We'll grab, I don't know, who are we summoning? Dubs.
Sure.
We're going to normal summon Skullcrabat Joker.
That's fine.
We'll grab a Magician here. Probably harmonizing. Try that again next turn. We're going to go Skullcrabat and White Wing.
Trying for the Omega again?
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are, sir.
This time it resolves. Woo. What are you hitting?
Apparently nothing. How about this one?
I needed that.
Oh, you did not need it. And here he is again. The boy.
He's back.
This time there's nothing backing him up, so what you see is what you get.
Honestly, I think this card's an FGK against this deck anyway. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. It's a good deck. It's a good deck.
I'm in. Stand by main.
Get our guys back.
Woo! Oh my god, he's so big. God, he returns in defense, doesn't he?
Because of the Baguska. Yep. You have to detach for that as well, sir.
Yeah, here, hold up. Until your next standby phase. That's unfortunate.
It's on the plus side, no damage there, thankfully. So I might survive. There's a chance.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
You have a whole nother turn with Baguska. You could just not do anything.
I could just chill. You are correct. I feel like that's probably not the play. No, I think I got to get the screws on. As much as I want to sit on Baguska for a second turn, I think I can't give you potential access to Decode Talker off hitting a guy. Yeah, Kashik is in this deck.
Haven't seen this in a while.
We'll trigger the mandatory here. Exciting, right?
Which, it doesn't do anything if I recall.
Correct. Right? All right, let's PS2.
Just gives you a zone, if anything.
Yeah. We're going to go Pendysork, target Black Fang, and harmonizing as well.
Black Fang and harmonizing.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Pendysork, target Black Fang, CL1.
Harmonizing
CL2.
harmonizing effects. Yeah. Okay, I was about to say, like, it's getting kind of weird, but okay.
We'll summon, like, we summon Oath Dragon, and then we make Baron, right?
That's how this works. I think it's astounding to me that, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't have a decent generic level 10 synchro for as long as it did.
We'll special perp here.
Sure.
And then we'll go add Pendysork. Or not Pendysork,
yep.
Scully. Let's go New Chain, Black Fang, target Dubs.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll get him an attack here. Normal Scully.
Still haven't normaled yet. Yep.
Gonna activate the effect. We will grab Dubs. Scale dubs. Though it's not pretty. Akashic and this guy. Decodatoka.
There it is.
I'm so close to just straight up having lethal. I think I have to go for it. I just win the game if this Skullcrabat Joker clears your monster. So we are going to tribute Harmonizing and Purple for Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think if there's a reason to do anything with SDSK. Yeah, we're gonna go SDSK target Omega.
Target Omega. Remember, so it becomes the original name, replace the effects, and then it gets piercing as well.
It actually gives everyone piercing.
Gives everything piercing. Gives everything piercing. I'll ogre that.
Oh, well, that's disastrous. Uh-oh. Okay.
I believe everything still has piercing, though.
We'll go dubs, target Scully. Go dubs effect, grab time pendulum graph. We'll go combat Scully.
Okay, so double Iris is giving it double battle damage, and it also has piercing, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm checking the conjunction. It says also. Does also mean the first part of the effect has to resolve in Starving Venom's
Starving
text?
Venom? No.
That's fine then. Okay. It is tough.
Oh.
So I'm going to take 3 times 2, which is 6.
We really had it without that ogre. That is so frustrating.
You did.
28, 15.
28.
Set 1, and back to you, I suppose.
Okay. Hope it's good enough. Oh, it might be good enough. All right, main one, terraforming.
That's good.
Let's get resort.
Yep.
Resort.
Yeah.
Activate resort.
That's fine.
I did not think we would get this far. Okay. Let's grab our handy dandy super agent. Yay!
Yes.
Let's go. Admittedly, Decode Talker makes this a
I know,
bit
yeah,
difficult.
he's kind of an asshole.
He's kind of an asshole, yeah. I think we might just have to do it, unfortunately. That's fine. Normal tough.
That's fine.
Tough, target, Decode Talker, declare monster.
Well, I have to negate that.
Yeah. Okay. So you
see.
don't reveal
Yeah.
because it's part of the resolving effect, and Decode negates that, which is relevant. So we got that far. Soul Charge.
Oh, Jesus. What do you got in here? 2 toughs?
Guess what? Tough is not a once per turn.
That is fine.
So I'm going to get both of these toughs. Thinking about getting the Ogre as well, if I'm being honest. It's just like another link material, potentially. Thinking if it's really going to matter. God, I'm going to be on 100 life points if I do that, though. That's getting risky. We'll just do the 2 toughs.
Yeah.
Anything on res?
No.
We're going to go tough on the Decode Talker, declare monster.
No response.
Yep.
Oh,
nice draw. Nice draw, buddy.
Tell me
nice
about
draw.
it.
All right, so Decode's out of here.
He's not a pendulum.
We're going to go tough, go after your set card, declare monster.
Decide how I want to do this. We're going to go time pendulum graph,
Yep.
target dubs, and I guess resort. Thinking if I'm targeting dubs here. Dubs and resort, yeah.
Dubs and resort? Sure. So resolves, this dies, that dies, time pendulum graph dies.
This is still the targeted card, right?
I believe so, yeah.
New chain will go dubs. Let's grab star pendulum graph.
No nobleman of extermination tactics here, I imagine.
No.
Okay, so you added star. Do I know the last card in your hand? I'm not sure if I do.
I don't think so, no.
So you just have perp, just fine.
He's just chilling.
He's hanging out. We're gonna go agent. Call. Oh, you actually shuffle.
Yeah,
so I'm not guaranteed
good
to
luck.
hit this. Okay, monster. Your deck's like all monsters.
Ooh.
Oh, I was never getting that, actually. I was never getting that.
Monsters, actually.
Even if I called spell, I was never getting that right anyway. That's hilarious. Does that change things? Not really. I think it's fine. We'll go... Makes things slightly awkward, but it's fine. Can make my own Baguska. Then what are you going to do?
Oh, yes. Dude, that's Yu-Gi-Oh.
We'll link. We'll go double helix.
Yep.
I know the top is trapped, so we'll call it.
Gamma.
Wow. Okay. Sure.
And you know what's insanely funny?
What?
I don't think I get to shuffle here.
Because you didn't get the driver from deck? I think you're right, actually. Now, to be fair, I'm like out of most of the effects where that matters, to be honest, but it's still funny. Okay, all right. We're playing some Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, yeah, we are, baby.
Resort.
Why don't you just fucking die? How about that? Yep.
Last Resort.
Yep.
And you know why we're adding Last Resort,
It's
Mr.
fucking
Rothschild?
Sleeper in hand. You're kidding me. Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. There's no reason to go after these because they're just going to get banished. I could go after your purple poison, which would just leave you without a card. You could pop the Resort, and honestly, I don't give a shit. I know your hand is fucking Star Pendulum Graph, Time Pendulum Graph, so I think I just win the game. So, I have to kill you still, so I don't win the game immediately. Yeah. But I don't really think there's much you can do, if I'm being quite honest. So I will just go to my end phase, and I'll shuffle this Ghost Ogre back into my deck. And these get banished, and over to you.
All right, I will draw.
Yep. Could be anything.
I'll just pass here.
Makes sense. I have to actually win the game. And that might allow us to. We'll go Resort.
Yep.
We just need to play count to 8,000. Where is my drone? There it is. Yeah, drone. Yeah. We're good. Okay. Drone effect.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put this, and this. Monster.
Well. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, yeah.
Man.
Woo! Okay, that game 3 actually was slightly more interesting
those
than our
rough.
first two. Yeah.
That hand game 3 was a little sussy for me. I feel like I played it out all right. Man, just Resort is such a crazy card. Soul Charge is okay as well, but Resort is such a crazy card.
Yeah, the fact that it just grants the blanket targeting protection just makes it so difficult for you to interact with the board. Like, there were things you could do where you could go, like, Pendulum Graph, pop Perp, pop Resort, and then Perp resolves in a new chain to pop something. But, like, honestly, it didn't even matter because, like, I kind of wanted myself to go to grave for the sleeper regardless. So you kind of just did the work for me.
There's, I think, what did I use the Time Pendulum Graph on? Like,
used on the double iris.
Yeah, I mean, more important for me as an extender, I feel, than as anything else. Yeah, this was a strange one for sure. I'm personally very surprised that Spiral was still crazy strong. You didn't even resolve Quick Fix this set.
I mean, it's limited too. So granted, I was gonna resolve it if you let me make double Helix here, just to be able to kill you. But only one drone, only one Quick Fix, only one Gofu, and I forget the fourth card that got limited. But like, it doesn't really make that much of a difference when you still have triple Resort, triple terraforming access.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of wild.
I will say at least the games were closer. Like, we did get to game 3. It did come down to like a Ghost Ogre on the SDSK. The downside, though, is that the games that we played weren't very interesting until that last one.
No.
It was like sit on Baguska, followed by do my shit, followed by sit on Baguska, and then one interesting turn.
Basically, yeah. I think that, if anything, I'm happy this episode highlighted Tough, because Tough was something that a lot of people, no pun intended, slept on in early builds of Spiral, because you didn't need him. You had 3 copies of Drone. You had 3 Quick Fix.
Right.
So not only does Tough resolve the outstanding issue that you don't have Drone, yes, you don't get to look at the top cards of your opponent's deck, but Tough is arguably better in a lot of ways because you know what the top card is for your Agent or your double Helix. If you're right, you get to pop a card, which is way more value. I mean, yeah, stacking your opponent's deck is value too, don't get me wrong. But on top of it, though, he's also a 1900 body, which is just kind of big. And I think it's cool to see. We didn't really get to show it off very well in this episode. It's neat seeing how the deck evolved from being this tier 0, turn 1, I'm going to just make the god board and you're not going to be able to win, into this go second, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to hand trap you one time, or even if I don't, honestly, the boards are so resilient because Resort gives you so much protection. If I have Tough Agent or Drone Agent or any 2 Spirals effectively, as long as I can call the top card of your deck correctly with double Helix, I'm going to win the game because Sleeper is going to deal with everything you've got, and then I just can make 8,000 out of thin air. I don't really think we often see a deck undergo like such a strange series of evolutions in Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially when you think about where it started, where it was like almost like a synchro turbo deck, making like Nat beast and stuff. So, while a lot of people may not be fond of this format for the way that the game sort of played out, I think if anything, it's interesting seeing that trajectory.
Yeah, I guess you would say maybe Zoo, where people started playing like Bunny Blast and stuff, but
yeah,
you know, they didn't really hit the core gameplay loop of this one in the same way. Pendulum, rather, rough time to be playing Pendulum. At the YCS that we are looking at, it did not do particularly well. It did get a top 8, which is what we're playing, but unfortunately, we are entering a couple of months of pretty much exclusively Spiral and maybe 1 or 2 other decks snagging a couple of tops at an event until Konami finally does something about it in, what, February 2018?
I think so. Yeah, isn't this really the first time we're seeing Gamma as well? I feel like we haven't seen much of this card up until this point. And I feel like, you know, Gamma's never, like, you know, necessarily the sign of a good format,
sign, no.
but Gamma, I mean, it plays a valuable role, especially against Spiral specifically, because not only does it stop the double helix effect from resolving, it removes it from the field, which means they don't have a link 2 to climb up with. And so, yeah, I think it's, like, neat that we just, you know, Gamma's existed since, wasn't it, like, High-Speed Riders?
Yeah.
I think, or, like, even maybe before that, and it really, I don't feel like it didn't start seeing play until around this period.
The trap one out of the board as well.
Oh, the fucking, what is it? The
Epsilon?
Epsilon?
Yeah, it's
oh
terrible.
my, for evenly matched.
Well,
oh, that's crazy.
I think it's probably for, like, True Draco, but
honestly, no, I think it might be for, no, yeah, it wouldn't make sense with
People
even, yeah, there's no
so
lambda yet. Sorry. Yeah. Dimensional barrier, though.
yeah,
I don't know.
Yep, maybe, perhaps.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout out to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark, Phoenix the Immortal, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic, Little Fadeleaf, Jordan Coons, Cody Bretts, Dylan Hunter, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Dalton, Flannel Daddy, Thanks for the Sleeves Dad, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Cheeks McLapperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT, Cancel by All Community soon, Cancel by All Committee soon, Cancel by All Players soon, Corvain, Uncle Brian of Stardust, and Candyman. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.